Olympic medalist Simone Biles is considered the greatest American gymnast ever. And she is certainly a very busy one, too. Not only is she currently training for the 2020 Olympics, but she is also headed to college. And her life story is about to be told in a Lifetime television movie. Over the last few months, she has shown us all that she is stronger and even braver than we knew. Take a look. Simone Biles, the most decorated American gymnast of all time.
She is now called the greatest gymnast to ever live.
Winner of 3 consecutive world championships and wowing the crowds at the Rio Olympics by taking home 5 medals, 4 of them gold.
You are seeing the greatest of all time.
Known as much for her bubbly personality,
Waving to everybody.
as for the skills that take our breath away.
She is a 4'8" giant.
This month, in an emotional social media post, the powerhouse said she too was a victim of Dr. Larry Nassar. We need to know why this was able to take place for so long and to so many of us. We need to make sure something like this never happens again. Last week, after a dramatic and emotional 7-day sentencing hearing, Judge Rosemary Aquilina agreed, sentencing Nassar to up to 175 years in prison for molesting young girls, telling all the brave women who came forward,
"You are no longer victims, you are survivors."
Biles responded by tweeting, "To Judge Aquilina, thank you. You are my hero." And shout out to all of the survivors for being so brave and speaking like the queens that you are. I stand with every one of you. Please welcome Simone Biles. Feel the love?
Yes.
Yeah, there we go. See? It's the way you make us feel is something special. It's something special. And when we got to that piece in the tape setup where we talked about Larry, there were audible gasps because people have an investment in you, an emotional investment in your well-being.
Yes.
You came out and said he will no longer have the power to steal our happiness or joy. Did he steal your happiness? Describe the effect he had on you.
Yes. I think for elite athletes like some of us that have gone through this hard time, I think we're very good at compartmentalizing things. So I think we just tried to push it in the back of our heads that it didn't happen to us. But once you realized, you know, it happened to you, it's very saddening. I remember just like bawling my eyes out, and I was driving at the time, so it was very hard because for the longest time, my parents would ask, "Hey, Simone," like they would never push me to talk about it, but my automatic response was no, and I would be angry, and I didn't want to talk about it because I'm like, no, it couldn't happen to me. Like there's just no way, and then you just come to realize that it has happened, and I think that's when I broke down about it because nobody wants their daughter or just even as an individual to have that happen to them. So it feels like he took a part of me that I can't get back, so I'm still working on that part. So it's very hard.
Mm-hmm. It's hard. No one likes to think of themselves as a victim. You know, that word itself can be disempowering, especially to someone like you who is a champion.
Yes.
I know you said for a time you blamed yourself, but you said, I know now it is not my fault.
Yes.
It's not my fault. You know there are women out there right now who may be struggling, and maybe boys and men too, you know, definitely.
Yes, a lot of us.
To those who are doing that to themselves right now, what do you want them to know?
It is not your fault. Because some of them, it's called a grooming process, and I think that's what he did. So the main part that he took away from me that I'll never get back is trust, and so I think it's very hard for me to trust some other people, and I find myself even walking down the street or being in places, I'm just very scared. So I think that was the main thing, but it'll all come back within time.
That's right. It will. It will. I feel like in a way, you have the building blocks for recovery already in you, right? I mean, it's not like you hadn't had life challenges before you met Larry.
Yes.
And some of these are going to be documented now in this new Lifetime movie, which
Yes.
I love. It's spectacular.
Thank you.
And to me, the message of the movie is about resilience and sacrifice. The
Yes.
sacrifice it takes to be a champion.
Yes.
What can you just talk about that? Because it's not like, you know, you see Simone and all of her success. You didn't get to go to the prom and
Yes.
the high school football games and hang out with your friends all the time. Describe the sacrifice you had to go through.
I mean, it's very hard, especially for a young teen. A lot of kids get to experience high school and all the proms and all the football games and all of that. And I had to sacrifice some of those dreams for a little bit bigger one. And at the time, it's kind of crazy because you can't predict the future. So sometimes I would find myself thinking, you know, is this worth it? Because you can't predict the future. I couldn't rub a golden ball and say, hey, well, I go to the Olympics in 4 years. You never know. So you make those sacrifices in hope that you'll make it. So it's very hard, but I know I didn't make the wrong choice.
No, you did not. And one of the sacrifices you made was you didn't go to college. You didn't go to college because you were working on your athletics.
Yes.
But now you're going. Tell us what the name of the school is. You're a paid spokesperson now for the school as well. What's the name of it?
University of the People.
And describe it's an online accredited,
Yes.
free?
Yes, tuition free, but it's not technically free. At the end of your semester and the year, it's a total of $1,000. So some people can't even pay those minimum fees. So we have a Simone Biles Legacy Fund to give scholarships away for those minimum funds, and I think it's very special. Thank you. Thank you. Because most people don't think they have the opportunity to go to school, and so I'm very excited about it.
Yeah. You now we're about to go obviously into the Winter Olympics. Would you watch that?
Yes, I will watch it. I'm still training, obviously, but I will take time and watch it.
What's your favorite thing to watch?
I love Lindsey, Vonn, and Nathan Chen. Those are my two favorites.
Nice.
Yes.
If you were going to be a Winter Olympics athlete, what would you have done?
Ooh, I think I would pick ice skating.
Yes.
Yes.
It makes sense. I don't know. There seem to be correlations between your two
Yes.
sports. Can I just ask you something I've always wanted to ask you? And we watched that tape of you flipping around in the air. Like,
Yes.
what does that feel like?
To me, it feels normal. It just, yeah. It sometimes, like, if I do 2 flips and add a twist in it, you don't really feel like you're doing that. So sometimes I look back at it and I'm like, whoa, that's what I do? Because I don't feel it.
To me, it looks like it feels like flying. You know, like
In
you
a
can
way,
fly.
but sometimes gravity is like, no, not today.
Now, going into 2020, you have a new coach. Coach now. And so how's that changing your preparation? And you took some time off. Has it been tough to dust off the, wheels and get going again?
It was tough the first 3 days, I'm not gonna lie. The third day, I was bawling my eyes out because I could literally barely move. Like, I could barely walk down the stairs. I barely slept that night because I was so sore. But then after I got over the third day, it was all good and it was back to normal.
That happened to me when my team made me work out with a rope for 3 minutes. I can't imagine what it's like for you.
Yes.
Simone, good luck.
Thank you.
Good luck. Thank you for sharing. The Simone Biles story, The Courage to Soar, premieres this Saturday on Lifetime.
Hello, Today fans. Thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking that button down there and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives.